What is going on, guys? Today we've got Ramires. Fantasy foot, love to see it. He's 90 rated, so a lovely triple upgrade from his previous version. So if we have a look, he did start off as an 86, he then got an 87, and then he's got a triple upgrade with intercept and pinged pass, and also a lovely weak foot upgrade. So he is definitely, without a doubt, in a big upgrade sort of manner. He is extinct at the moment, and I think about 4.8, which, to be honest, is probably quite cheap nowadays for a card. And in terms of his hero profile, he is based off Chelsea. This is going to be based off the 1st of March, which is today. So whenever Chelsea play next, which I don't know actually who they're playing next, that will be from them. So there's going to be a few games that overlap now, because obviously any previous Chelsea cards will already have had the first game they should have had. So it is going to be an interesting one. But Ramires and all of the fantasies from today will go off today's project, next 4 games, not last week's. So in terms of him, he's got the pinged pass and intercept, which is absolutely perfect. In terms of stats, we're just looking fantastic for him. Genuinely, Ramires is shaping up nicely. I said at the very start, from just looking at the stats to begin with from the base hero, that this card has got massive potential. We're at a 90 rated and the minimum stat is 84, 85, 86, 88. He is going to be an absolute monster by the end of the game. Now, in terms of chemistry style, people are saying Anchor, Shadow, which is fair enough. So if we was to have a look at both of them, Anchor would keep him controlled, 95 pace, 94 defending, 94 physical. Wow. A Shadow would obviously go all out on the pace. It only misses 1 on the sprint speed, so because obviously you get a +8 on both, that's absolutely fine. You'd end up with 95 defending and a 92 CDM. You'd end up with a 92 CDM with the Anchor as well. You'd end up with 95 pace and the 94s across the board. It's just a wonderful, wonderful card. Genuinely, whether I think he's worth 4.8, that is going to be in the question. I still think he's going to be an absolutely brilliant CDM if you can get him. Centre mid, CDM, whatever you want to do with him, he is going to be able to do it. Let's jump straight into him, see what he's got for us.
If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable, but make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders.
Well then, let's give him a go then. So he's got the pinged pass, which, to be honest, I feel like is definitely a decent one nowadays. I've always found it to be one of them ones that I never understood to be needed in really any way, whereas now it definitely, that ping is actually perfect for the quicker passing mentality that we have. That most definitely is not going to be. That mixed with the intercept is going to be a great tool to have. I think both of them really match each other's kind of standards. So I think Ramires is definitely going to be one. Like I said to begin with, can we get that through ball? Nice into Mendy, rapid little fake. Back into him. One more. Ramires! Stunning. Absolutely. He's going to be brilliant. He is going to be one of the best CMs in footy's history. Genuinely, he looks like he has a monster evolution coming, or at least an upgrade for like a 95, 96. That will be incredible. This card, the problem you've got is they're just so expensive. Like when you look at the Yayas, you look at, to be honest, anybody, you look at even just an inform Van Dijk being nearly 4 million coins. Like that is nuts. An inform being 4 million when he's already got a card that is 1 rating lower. That for me is just craziness in itself. So it will be an interesting one, but I do think now we've got to look at prices in a way that they're not necessarily the same as always. Like the market is so much higher on some of these cards. I don't know how they combat it. Do you just have to wait for team of the season and everything naturally goes down? As we know, always, you find these cards to be crazy expensive. If you pack them, you pack them. If you don't, you just have to get them during footers. So I feel like, unfortunately, that is going to be the way for a lot of it. Why on earth did it bypass him? Little pass in, going on the inside for Cruyff. The one thing I've always liked about him as well is that pace. The pace is the big seller for this sort of card. When you're looking at 95 on a DM, that is just crazy with the stats that he's got. I think it reminds me very much of like a Valverde-esque card. Incredible amounts of pace. Everything else is well statted as well. It's not just he's just a pace merchant. He has got everything. And I think that really shows in the card very, very well. And I'm glad that they actually gave him 2 decent playstyle pluses, because they most definitely could have done what they did to Yaya. And Bruiser and Press Proven, unfortunately, is just not going to be the way. Good little bit of dribbling. Gets the ball away, which is nice. Looking back. Ooh, nearly. And away. Nice. It's weird because he's only 5'10", but he looks taller. Like, I don't know. He just looks like he should be taller in this game, which is crazy in itself. But I think he holds his own really well. He kind of reminds me a little bit of kind of the Conte style, with maybe a bit more pace, kind of the defensive and passing attributes that Conte used to have, which I think is just what makes that defensive mid and slasher box to box as well. I think he definitely has the capabilities of both, which is always nice. So if you are looking for more of a defensive mid, he definitely can do it, but he can also push forward as well, which is perfect in itself. And if you find anybody that can overlap, that 4-star as well is going to be an absolute blessing. As Cruyff is going to, not too much. Get the touch. Nice. Oh, second touch. It's good enough. Holding out. Little step. Little turn again. He's right-footed. That's the one. Good save, Alisson. Now, in terms of perfect partnership, oh, is that him on the edge? Oh, if he had power shot. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. And again, seconds. Thirds. Oh, Alisson. Sitting up nicely. There's the ball forward. Is it enough? Mendy. Mendy. Yes. Another assist. That's what we want to see. So, in terms of who you'd go with him, it all depends on the midfield. If you go in a 2 midfield or a 3 midfield, I would go with 2 different options. I definitely in both of them have at least one attack in mid. So you're looking at a Zidane, a Zico as 2 of the players that have been SBCs. You could even throw in maybe a less attacking and go more box to box, which someone like a Sauer could work there. Great through ball, get the touch. Oh, nearly there. So you could go for some like a box-to-box, a Jude Bellingham-esque sort of type. Maybe you do go for like a Valverde. You could go Ramires, Valverde, and then maybe somebody more heavily defensive, like a Rodri, versus Fire and Ice. You could go for a Rodri there. I think there is multiple options you can go for. The perfect one in a 2 formation, so a 4-4-2 or something like that, I would go a Ramires and a Zidane or a Zidane-esque card, so someone on more of the attacking or more box-to-boxes. To be honest, if you go with the anchor with him, 94 and 94 is going to be more than fine to hold that defensive line, but I'm always thinking, what if I want to push forward with him? Because most definitely, if you've not got that sort of attacking mid with him, say you've got more of a defensive as well, he's going to be the attacking one really more than anything. So you've got to balance him well. You could, like I say, go 2 box-to-boxes. Like, for instance, my lucky pack pull was Team of the Year Putellas. It's going to be perfect for a box-to-box, but not necessarily kind of heavy on that defensive side. So Ramires is going to be there to kind of pick up the slack a little bit, and then obviously they both can attack but also can both defend and still have a decent amount. Good tackle from him, just giving the ball back. Why don't I? But I think in terms of what we're seeing, he's very similar to his UCL hero, which was always a nice card. I felt like from the day dot we played with him, he was a great addition. He's going to pass it again. Good block from Virgil. And I feel like he definitely has that same attribute. He's definitely something different. Get the ball, What are you stopping for, Summer? Push in. He's got a decent amount of left stick. I like his acceleration more than anything. I feel like he definitely can get that little bit of sprint on pretty well. But you're kind of having to play the dummy a little bit for him. There it is. Get that slap. So it's not like he's constantly on that left stick. I wonder if does he remember? Get that volley. Oh, get on the volley first.
And he's beaten him here. Now in a more than decent position.
Left foot cross goal. We get the corners from him, I suppose. What's his long shots? 88. So he's got a bit about him, to be honest. Lovely bit. Ball roll. Nice. Faking back round. That's what I mean. Great pace. Oh, he's offside, isn't he? It's a great pace off him, which is nice. Ramires coming in. Big challenge. It's not a yellow card.
And he whips it in. Well, no wonder he's smiling. Didn't quite come off for him, though.
There it is. Bit of down the wing play. We find the inside again. No, he's looking for like a double and triple. There's the tackle though. Ramires get back on it. Nice. Little skill on the inside. Oh, he's not done the skill. That doesn't help us in any way. That's what I mean. He's got a decent amount of left stick. Oh, he's opened it up nicely. Just can't get that shot in. Obviously, he's not meant to technically be the shooter of the team, but oh, he's read it as well. He knew that we wanted Ramires. He's kind of probably thinking, why has he taken 15 shots with Ramires this game? What can we do on the defense, though? We've got Coleman. Oh, we've got him. We've got him. We've absolutely not got him. Not got him. Good tackle away. How? Good turn off him. Can we get Henri in? Oh, he's in. Left foot. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got a bit of cheese. We got a bit of cheese back.
Well, here they are on the attack. Can they go on and win the game? Can he take the chance? And he's lost custody of the ball here.
Ramires in the dying embers. Oh, we get blocked by Scott. Ridiculous, ref. But he's got the intercept. He's got it. Henri's waiting. Little turn of the defenders. He doesn't know which way to go. Tegel. Maldini. Third. Oh, Henri. Ramires with the last pop. Handball, referee. So going into the overall then, we are still extinct at 4.8, whether there's no sales whatsoever. We saw this with last week, and I think in terms of them, everybody's in there. 1.6, 3.6, so everybody did drop down. Company pretty much stayed around the same. Same with Future, he only dropped 100k give or take. So it will be interesting to see where these price points go. Obviously, there's some big hitters. Schneider's 7 mil, which is crazy in itself, but I'm interested to try him. Yaya Toure, press and bruise, I'm not feeling. Obviously, Lucio, what's he extinct at? 3.8. Okay, well, he's definitely going to be more than that. But Ramires definitely comes in at a big price. I like that they've gone with the upgrade. They've not just gone with the standard 88, 89. They've gone all out with a triple. Lovely double play style plus on him. The weak foot's increased. High work rates. This card is definitely one that would argue against anybody. In terms of defensive mid, box to box, he comes up trumps in my eyes. I think this card genuinely is one of the better ones you can find. So we looked at kind of what we're looking at, because really at the moment it's only going to be the icons that have came out recently, any of the team of the year that are going to be able to kind of put up a fight, like a Vieira sort of type. And it depends on what you wanted. Ramires isn't necessarily the bully physical type, even though he's got good on that physical. He's not going to be like a Vieira who's 6'4". He's not going to be like a Hullet who's also like 6'3", 6'4", 6'3". He's going to be more of your Matthias sort of types. Maybe, I think he's only an inch taller than Matthias, but that's what I'm looking at. Obviously, Matthias is better, I think, in terms of all stats. Matthias is absolute king in that. Bonmati, he obviously has a more on the defensive side. Same as Putellas, he has a absolutely king on the defensive side. What does he compare to Yaya, actually? Because they're kind of similar but not similar. Like, I like both of them as their box-to-box-esque, but they are very much CDMs in their own right as well. Obviously, physical Yaya's going to have, that's fair enough. 4-4 stays the same. Ramires' big trump card is the pace. There's very few players with that amount of stats, but also a crazy amount of pace in the midfield as well. Shooting obviously goes to Yaya, passing does. Dribbling, very similar. What was the composure? 88-88. Agility, balance. So literally very similar. It is just body types, maybe then having a bit more shooting, passing, but less defensive side. And then the physical aspect is always going to come down. I would say Ramires is definitely better with the playstyle pluses. Press proven and bruiser's nice and it's okay, but it definitely isn't as good as what pinged pass and intercept can do. Easily a 10 out of 10. I will be interested to see where this card actually comes on the market. Judging from prices, I'd say anywhere between 4 and 5. I don't see him dropping down to 3. What's his 87? Let's see, it's about 1 million with one less weak foot, stats a little bit less, losing the playstyle plus. It's got intercept as well, which is always a nice one. I have to see him at about 4 million at the minimum. But let me know down below what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know if you do pack him, and let me know your opinions on him because he is an absolute baller. Peace.